Every great thing in the world started as an idea, a project, a vision, something. That is where I started a year ago when I decided to create Moonbop and the Mooniverse, the physical, digital, social experience network that with a single tap of a smartphone makes moments, memories and connections more meaningful and hopefully much more magical. Around about 3.5 years ago, I decided to walk across the south coast of Wales on my own across 4 nights and 4 days and a total of 60 miles to learn more about Wales, more about myself and see what it was like to cover the countryside, the coast and the cities. Before I did that walk, I came to this spot, this underpass on this road and did a little bit of pre-filming to set the scene for that journey, and it was in this precise location that I first came up with the concept for a social bio. A one-page modular system that, with information about yourself, key photos and links to social media, emails, websites and contact details, allows you to keep the conversation going with anybody, anywhere you are in the world, no matter what you're doing, who you're with, who you meet, or what the context is. Then, fast forward 2.5 years, sometime in October 2024, I quit my job and bought a house on the same day. I literally got the keys to my first home, walked in, sat on the only piece of furniture in there, which was a kitchen dining table, pulled out my laptop and resigned in exactly the same moment. And I did that because at that moment I was ready and wanting to create something I think the world has never seen. The thing about that moment is I wanted to create something, but I really didn't know fully what I was going to create. I just knew that it would involve something to do with moments, memories and connections, with bringing people together and making a little bit more magic out of physical products and digital experiences using technology. And that is essentially what Moonbop is. Mooniverse is a physical, digital, social experience network. Sounds like a mouthful, right? It was a really big mouthful to write the first time I wrote it, every time I say it. It's actually quite simple. There are physical devices that connect to digital experiences. It's all about moments, memories and connection. The thing is though, at Christmas 2024, when I was celebrating the journey of moving into my first home and also leaving my job and trying to connect with all those people that I worked with over the last 5 years, I realised something really important. Christmas cards, just like birthday cards and other forms of greetings cards, are the same as they've been forever. But what you can't do is connect that physical product to a digital experience. And what I did last Christmas to make sure that I celebrated it with my friends and family in a different way was to take a traditional greetings card and pair it using a connected tag to a digital experience where I uploaded personalized videos into the cloud, connected them to the Christmas card, put the Christmas card into an envelope or personally hand delivered them, and let those recipients experience not just the handwritten message in there and the card, but also the digital message that I recorded for them, personalized, that they could keep for as long as they had the card and as long as they had the web link for an indefinite period of time. Connecting with other people that we meet in life has never been more important. Yet for some reason, it's actually one of the most difficult things I've ever encountered. It's October 2025 and I'm on a mission to make moments, memories and connections that little bit more meaningful and hopefully much more magical to everybody who comes across Moonbop, the Mooniverse and the products we create. The thing about connection is you never know when you might meet somebody that you want to carry on the conversation with. We've all got phones, a lot of us have got emails that we use, lots of us use social media. There's never one fit for all. You could give out your phone number to somebody, but it's quite personal. You could give out your email, but it's quite professional. You could choose a particular social platform, but which one? Maybe they haven't got the same one as you. Who knows? The thing is, what we actually need is choice. But before we even give the choice of how to connect with us and keep the conversation going, we first need an easier way to do it.
This is called Moon Zero, and this was the first inspirational connected tag that inspired the entire Moonbop Mooniverse concept. Moon Zero went on to create the first ever Moon Card 1, which was a form of Moon Zero stuck in a Christmas card sent to friends and family last Christmas, and also the first Moon Loop, which was also a form of Moon Zero, which was stuck onto certain types of bracelets, even some that I actually made on my kitchen table, that I used in networking events. That tag and the interaction between that tag and my phone was all it took. I'm going to develop something that takes this from a single product to a multi-dimensional world.
Every part of the world that I visited, every place I've ever gone, started as an idea or a concept or something that wasn't what it ended up being. And that's what I think this place here represents. Behind me is the old city, the part that is so historic it outdates me and everybody I've ever met. And across the other side of the bridge, the new part of the city, still being built, still being constructed, but always growing. And that is essentially what Moonbop is.